So the bottom line of how we fund our future, a lot of it gets down to the creation of real money. And, well, that gets down to the crimes you commit on yourselves. Your banks, your investment banks are stealing from you. The design, their bettors, they're on bettors in Vegas, Devon Street. They're stealing from their own customers and wondering why the incomes are going down, down, down. Why are we taxing ourselves out of our mind and regulating nothing to protect nobody? Because they're all in the pockets of your Wall Street bettors. And so, what do we do with Wall Street? Then we don't need Wall Street. So, I tried to buy Wall Street out the old-fashioned way. We just buy you out, fire you out, because we're not going to need traders when we own all our stocks and all our bonds in our enterprise. We're not going to need your Moody's, Grudy's, analysts and guys telling us things are okay when we know they're not. We don't need liars in our enterprise. And so, the best way is buy them out of their bankruptcy. Hopefully you guys did it while you're crashing. But if you didn't, we don't need your stinking banks. We can create an angel bank, a bank of the people. But that's not just the beginning of the bank. This is a bank, a reserve bank of monetary currency, a currency to wipe out every currency on earth. Real money, backed by real capital. Where do we get that capital? Angels. And the very governments that we plan to cancel and destroy and integrate into our enterprise. See, I call on your governments to save yourselves by inventing and investing in the future of capitalism. A single global monetary system entirely computerized. We know profits from every transaction, and we can share profits and grow our profits, and it's all about profits. That's why I call myself the prophet of profits, but that's part of the point. A real point is this. We could just let your banks go down. But see, when nations get together and put their gold reserves together and buy the gold miners, why? Not because we need the gold, because we can monopolize the gold before we attack your money. But we don't need the gold, so we always take our hand off that, and you wouldn't want to bid it up if we don't need it. So you better be careful. And the same thing with your stinking oil and your stinking coal. We'll buy it all, but we don't want to really use it. See, if we buy all the coal, and buy all the oil, and buy all the gas, and buy all the technology to do photovoltaics and wind and atomic, then we own all the chips and we place them rightly on the table, not because some pool of money thinks it's the only way to survive by destroying the atmosphere. Of course, we know that's not the intent. They're just doing that job. But you know what that job is? Who's looking out for shareholders when I offer them a premium to buy them out? Who's watching for shareholders? Nobody watches for shareholders. You don't even have rights enough to get watched for. So, of course, once you realize you have a crooked game, it's going to be hard when we get freedom on the internet. See, here's what we need now. The people of Earth, from all the nations, by the way, the nations represent the people in this deal, and we call them in to help us buy them out with the angels, angel capital, foundations. We all put it in the new future of money. And with new money, guess what? Our banks are way more capitalized than yours. Our banks are solvent, while your currencies, who don't cash them in and trade in on my plan, will become lower and lower in market value to reflect the real value of your taxing states and nations killing capital accumulation. But see, here's the thing. We're gonna need from the nations to participate some kind of antitrust exemption, but I don't know why we'd ever need an antitrust exemption when antitrust is antitrust. Because when we create an enterprise for people that's a people's trust, it's fundamentally pro-trust. So antitrust is cancelled. Pro-trust is the wave of the future. And the question is,
my team about FedEx Office Print Online for a presentation.
What do you say about that, Supremes? I've been asking you for years. What do you say?
Good morning.
ECO? What do you say on the nations of Earth to my pro-trust ban to buy the enterprise on Earth and deliver for people? Oh, now we're getting off on, well, you can't separate the technology of using our minds together in a connected reality. You can't separate that from buying the whole freaking planet to make it better. It's all part of one big plan. And see, here's the parts that's even interesting are because when we create this reality, we can put each one of you without your permission if we want. If you're in the public domain, we can capture your public domain and reinvent you as a virtual avatar in space, available for thousands of years to other people. Everybody on Earth will become their own avatar, will be granted everlasting life. Whatever they say, if it matters, we'll know it, and we'll play it, and we'll integrate it into our collective knowledge of truth, justice, and the way we the people of Earth .biz. That's it, the movie. We the people of Earth .biz. When we buy ourselves out of a broken reality, fire invested bankers and computerize that class. Computerize it all. Computerize the accounting and account right. Computerize the trading and transactions in retail and count it fast and right with very little intervention in time, because time is money, and when you're killing your time, you're killing your money. But I guess you guys don't count time in your reality. But that's in the future. We'll count it by the nanosecond, whatever it takes. We'll count the time. And some people's time may be more valuable than others. There's nothing wrong with that. But everybody will be able to create a value of that time that meets our highest pyramids of kings and queens on Earth. I call 5-star angels generals. We're not going to go beyond 5 stars. The plan is this. Then we get millions and millions of billionaires. And all of our bottom level becomes millionaires. Then we go for 7-star generals on Earth. And we go for trillionaires. But let's worry about the billions first before I count you to the trillions. But see, what is your Earth worth? And what is your Earth worth with my plan? That's the question. And what's the opportunity cost for not listening to me now and 5 years ago? You choose. You choose. You choose. You're all choose. You choose.